Good afternoon, everyone. How we doing today? Another lovely day on the Outer Banks, and I just got off of work and I decided to pull up and go to the beach, check it out, see what the conditions are like, and just see if I can enjoy some nice old Mother Nature for a second. And I'm gonna take y'all with me, and then afterwards I'm gonna head on over to the beach road and take the whole way home just to have a peaceful drive. And we are right up next to Jeanette's Pier. Just got off the Nag's Head Causeway, veered off to the right. Straight across the street is this location here. It's crazy, I don't even know the name of the street. I just saw the boardwalk and I said, why not? And seems to be a nice peaceful day out here. I'm glad I came. Might get a little loud over here, so I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. I have not purchased a microphone for this camera yet. Would you look at that? Nobody out here, not a soul. Some guy way off in the distance walking his dog, and that's it. Just me and the seagulls. Let's go say hey. Not to bother the seagulls. We're just gonna walk up and observe. They all look to be frozen in time at the moment. Maybe I should take you guys on an adventure over to Coralla Corova and drive on the beach a little bit. They got the wild horses over there, and see if we can spot a few. That's coming up in the near future. That's Jeanette's Pier right here. This pier is actually owned by the state. The rest of them are local in this area. And in my opinion, definitely the nicest one that they have built. A couple people up there on the pier, I don't know if you can see it, but seagulls, unbothered. Huh? I'm just kidding. Yes, sometimes I like to just come out here for like 3 or 4 minutes and just get a breath of fresh air before I take this 45-minute ride home if all the lights are green, but normally it takes about an hour. Beach is looking lovely today. Calm for the most part, not too crazy. And we're just gonna head on back. Just a breath of fresh air. Hook y'all back up in the truck here and head on the beach road and see what it's looking like today. I did want to thank everybody for being on the channel, subscribing to the channel that I started. I haven't even figured out yet why I started it, but people kept on watching, so I kept on doing videos. So I appreciate y'all, especially the day ones. I've been doing this thing for about 2 years now. Took a little break for a bit, but just got the new GoPro to make life easier. I used to do this all from the phone, believe it or not, and I never even really knew why I did it, other than trying to cure the boredom of driving an hour to work and back every single day. Let me know if the comments if you like the narrated videos, if you care to just see me go back to just filming the road. Here we are back in the old truckie. Only one here at the beach access, so that's nice. Pretty much the only person on the beach, and that's typical this time of year. Sometimes it's the only time, pretty much the only time of the year where you can get that before it gets to be a madhouse. So you will not be able to find a parking spot hardly anywhere. As you guys can see ahead, that is the intersection. You can go to Hatteras from there, or right here. I could take a left right here and continue on the beach road and go to Hatteras, or you can take this right, head back north, and that's what we're gonna do. So I live the next county over, Currituck. Been there for 2 years now, and it's quite peaceful over there. And here's the entrance to Jeanette's Pier where we just left, right across the street. You got Long Time Restaurant Salmon Omies, and then you got Cahoon's Market right next to Jeanette's Pier. Fat Boy's ice cream, always packed in the summertime. Nothing like a good old ice cream cone after a day at the beach. And as you can see, looks like pretty much have the road to myself today too. It's always nice and peaceful. I have a couple buddies of mine that they don't take the highway at all. Anywhere they go, they just head straight to the beach road and cruise on. And I like to do that sometimes. Just like to switch it up every now and then, get on the highway, get on the beach road, you know. There's only 2 roads that you can get on the Outer Banks. A couple hotels, lots of tourist housing in Nag's Head. Nag's Head, I would say is the most underdeveloped as far as, you know, big chains and things coming through. They have a few, of course, but not compared to the other towns. This is more, the more south you go, the more you still get the just beach experience and not much else. And hopefully if you're coming to the Outer Banks, that's one of the reasons you come for, is just enjoying the beach. See plenty of people come out here and have a bad time. Hopefully, if you decide to come out here, you're not one of those. I do see, you know, I like to put myself in other people's shoes before I put myself in mine, and just to see what a point of view is. But I get it, why you could be upset about coming out here, because it is normally pretty overpacked and you have to wait for everything, and there's nowhere to park, there's nowhere, you know, traffic's really busy in the summer, extreme, and yeah, it's just tough to get around, we'll say. But you guys, I'm sure if you watch this channel, have been to a tourist location in your lifetime, and you know the drill. Everything's a little more expensive. You have to wait for most things. Still got the open beach road here, 35 miles an hour. Had a pretty slow day at the restaurant that I work at. It's that time of year. Yesterday was Valentine's, so a lot of people did the dinner thing last night. We were pretty busy last night. We had a special menu at the establishment that I work at. The other reason I decided to take the beach road today is because they have one lane traffic. I noticed this morning on the way to work, going this way, going north, one lane traffic all the way Nags Head, all the way through Kill Devil Hills. So I decided to skip that and take the peaceful scenic route. Hope you guys are enjoying. Once again, thank you for subscribing. And I wouldn't even do the channel if people didn't watch it. So I would not be filming these videos or making the effort. I would be putting my time and energy towards other things. But people decide to watch it. People comment sometimes, and you know, keeps me going. I'm like, okay, people do give a damn about me. Just kidding. I know it's not about me. This is about the Outer Banks. Mulligan's restaurant over here on the left. You can get to it from the beach road or the highway. It has two different entrances. A lot of places are set up like that, where you can get to it from either road, and it makes it convenient. And even if you can't, it is just a short drive to get back on the highway and circle back to your favorite place to go. All these houses are pretty much empty right now, but they will fill up every holiday, and usually the typical season for the Outer Banks is around Memorial Day is when things really kick off. And then as summer progresses, it just gets busier and busier. As soon as the school gets out, there's a big surge, and then 4th of July is usually prime time, dead middle of the summer. Progresses even more a little bit up until the kids go back to school in August. And that's when you'll see, I don't know, a big decrease, but not a complete decrease. And then it's more like mid-October really now. It used to be, right, as soon as school was going back to Ghost Town, you might see a little something in September, but not much. Labor Day usually is the end of it all. That was kind of the guideline from Memorial Day to Labor Day. But now it's extended on both sides. Now, I would say you see an increase as soon as it gets nice outside. Springtime, end of April, beginning of May, you know, you got spring break, and then it never really slows down like it is now past that point. So here in about 2 months, we're gonna start seeing it get a little busier out here. And I'll have more to talk about, more to narrate, the busier it gets, because there'll be people everywhere. Still in Nags Head at this point, but we are coming up here shortly on the merge to Kill Devil Hills. I want to make sure that this merge into narrating the videos is what you guys want. If you guys want me to keep doing that, just figured I'd switching things up from time to time, and that's about it. The road I'm on now and the highway is pretty much all I have to film. And that, like I said, I don't really know why I started the channel in the first place, because I knew there was only so much you can do out here. But for those of you that like the daily views of the Outer Banks, here I am. This left turn right here, you can see welcome to Kill Devil Hills, or I'm here now on this road as well, of course. We just merged from Nags Head to Kill Devil Hills. Kill Devil Hills is definitely the busiest part of the Outer Banks, all across the board. Got the good old Ramada Plaza. Been here since I've moved out here when I was a kid. And then you got the Comfort Inn right beside that. And we're here kind of like in the center of the Outer Banks, Kildare Hills. But as you can see, not much activity in February. It's a little nippy outside. That wind will cut through you. Won't be much longer and we'll all be anticipating spring and summertime. I myself don't mind the cold. I don't like extreme cold, of course, but being cold is not that big a deal to me. What I can't stand is being hot as hell. And that is July and August, so I gotta limit my time outside. With sunscreen, just saying. But there is plenty of people that go out there and bake all day long without sunscreen. It's one of my favorite old school shops up here on the left. Stop and Shop right here on Collington Road. Pretty much the very center of the Outer Banks. The most famous intersection there is here, Ocean Bay Boulevard, Collington Road. And Stop and Shop is a pretty cool shop. They got a deli inside. It's my main reason for going. It's a quick breakfast in the morning instead of, especially in the summertime. It's one of the only places you only have to wait a little bit instead of a lot. So it can get tight in there though. They got a lot of merchandise in there, and a lot of people try to flood in there. You can get real tight, unmovable at times. Well guys, I did just get some beeps that I have a low battery, and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut this one shorter than I'd like. I was gonna take you the whole way, but I am gonna take you until my camera dies, I guess. So whenever that is, maybe we can make it to Kitty Hawk. But as you can see, the beach road is a straightforward drive. I can make a left while I'm driving north at any time to head back to the highway. The only difference is the highway's 50, Kildare Hills is all 45. The beach road is 35 miles an hour all the way through.